Hey guys, how are you doing? We're back with another rally party, and our target right now is this 1.5 billion mic player. He's sitting in a guild by himself with like 2 other players, so obviously he can't get reinforcements. His guildmates won't be able to call him right away because they don't know he's being rallied. And these are blind rallies, so we have no idea what this 1.5 billion mic player has. They are in speed gear, so they do have some war stats. They've got a gold champ piece and a mythic champ piece. But we're expecting him to have, hopefully, a lot of T3 troops, because that's what a lot of these higher might players do tend to have, very T3 heavy comps. We are, of course, going leaderless first, because you don't want to send your leaders into a possibly online anti-scout 1.5 billion mic target, because that's just crazy. We aren't going to fill the prison, we're just going to send leaderless rallies. He is online, so he does swap gear, expecting that we're hitting him with real rallies. He's got some mythic champ pieces in there, so that's very good war gear. He's a very big player. We do cancel the rallies as quickly as possible, but Wolf Basil does end up hitting him, and he does a decent chunk of damage considering the kind of play he's hitting into. So we're going to move on to our next target from ExR. So Azura family is comprised of Chinese players, American players and European players, so it's hard for us to choose a time for a rally party where all of them are offline at once, because that's just not possible. And normally we have them when it's like really early in the morning in China, so we're able to rally their Chinese players because we had the majority of our players online at that time. But this time, to kind of throw them off, we did our rally party really early in the morning for me, which would be at a time where their American players are asleep. So hopefully we can get some zeros this way. We're hitting this guy with leaderless rallies first, just to test whether he's online or not. And judging by the mic drops and the fact he hasn't changed gear, he's probably not online and he's probably not in talents, because he lost a lot of troops right there. Right here you can see that Wolf Panda accidentally hit with his leader. He sent Cav and he did change gear, and that did a ton of damage. So that killed over 2.5 million troops, which means that this guy is, and this was a T4, T2 March as well, so it's not like full T4. This guy is in a lot of trouble right now, because he's not in talents, he's offline, and he's about to get zeroed. He's definitely an infantry phalanx, so everyone else is going to load up with range rallies. ExR is going to send a cavalry rally, just to get through any reinforcements and any infantry left, if there is any left, which there probably isn't after that round of leaderless cav rallies. Once again, these are completely blind rallies. This guy is anti-scout, we don't have a prior report. What we do to find the formation is send a siege march to break the wall, and then a couple of like 100k leaderless marches of each troop type to figure out what formation he's in. Then we send first round of leaderless marches, and if they don't change gear, then we go in with the leaders. The second round of rallies are marching now. You can see that Wolf Panda put a 100 mil gold bounty on his leader for jokes. The first 2 rallies get capped, and the third and fourth rallies just absolutely smash him. This guy is already zeroed now. It took that little time, guys. XVX ended up hitting first with range, followed by Gold Limb with Cav, then Basil manages to burn him with Inf, and then when the next 2 rallies come in, he's just done at that point. We're going to get into our next zero now, which actually happened the day before yesterday, and this is originally an FSC target. It's an XX player. He's got really good gear, but he only had, I believe, 500k of each T4 and 5 mil of each T2. It doesn't matter how good your gear is, if your T4 count is that low, then you're going to be in some serious trouble if you're caught offline. FSC burning for the second time, with cavalry managed to walk back with siege. Art of War has 2 mythic champ pieces in his cav set, so you can already tell he's hitting much harder than regular geared players. Gummy Outlaw is showing cav gear, he's actually coming in with range. The problem is that XX have already refilled his infantry reinforcements, so that range rally is now heading towards about 1.5 million T4 inf with really good gear, so it's not going to do much damage at all. As you can see, only Siege is able to walk away from that. Nothing would have walked away at all if not for that extremely low T4 count. Us XIX and HAH also have rallies on this guy, and they're going to march in just a second. Unfortunately, because we were already struggling to fill, we didn't have a timer. And that means our rally was just going to march as soon as the timer ran out. And that wouldn't be good, because our range rally would hit straight into those infantry reinforcements. XIX is coming in right now. Right now, the success of our rally is dependent on how much of that reinforcements XIX can clear away with their range rally, which isn't going to be a lot. But as you'll see in a few minutes, we get very lucky with this. Now guys, XIX's rally is actually going to get capped. And after I saw that, that made me feel really uneasy, because if their rally's just been capped, ours is probably going to get slaughtered as well. So yeah, XIX have been capped with only about 600 to 700k damage. Our rally's about to march now. It looks like the same thing's going to happen to us. But then we get a reprieve, because FSC march first. And then they burn him, which takes out most of those reinforcements. But just when it looks like we're going to get the money shot, XX quickly start replacing the reinforcements, which means that our rally is going to end up hitting into infantry reinforcements again. But then, luckily for us, JD start marching as well. First they're before us, but then we carpet ahead of them, and then they carpet ahead of us, hit him first, and then we hit right after. You'll see I'm constantly flicking between the two rallies' destination times to see which one will hit first. Mr. Cupid Chips leaves the guild to try and solo him and save the leader. He is not successful. Nash is also soloing right now, and the rally from HAH is going to come in and finish him off. Obviously, credit for this target does have to go to FSC, as this was originally their target. We just came in to steal kills, but they did get probably the two best hits of the entire zero right at the beginning, hitting his infantry front line and managing to burn him. Now, our rally report wasn't what I was expecting. We did only hit into 3.4 million troops. Of course, it was all range. We hit with range. We only managed to kill 2 million T2 though, and they managed to take out 600k of our troops, which is a bit unusual considering the low troop count that was left. But I'm going to put it down to the fact that this guy's range familiars are maxed, including the one that increases a range attack by 100% every time you take away 10% of their army. So that's probably why they did so much damage. I'm going to finish off this video by going through, I can't even call it a zero, this altercation with this FSC player. This guy is a range reinforcement trap, but he logged off baiting in cavalry wedge. He's already taken one range rally. That player used Bunny to get their leader back. He didn't change gear. Next rally from HH is coming in now. That's infantry, because they're expecting him to change gear and phalanx. He doesn't. He stays in cav. He doesn't take many losses because the other player gets countered, but his troop count's getting pretty low now. I suspect this guy has jeweled gathering gear. At least he's definitely in talents, because he's taking a lot less losses than he should be taking. Nash is going to smash him with range now. That gets capped, but it does a ton of damage. This guy only has 5 million troops left, so his troop count is getting extremely low now. He's probably not going to be able to cap the next rally, but unfortunately, before we can burn him, he does migrate. Now, he ended up migrating to Kingdom 657, which is our last kingdom. It was also FSC's last kingdom. He probably thought he'd be safe there. He was wrong, because we still have some friends in that kingdom. And Nash got them to double rally him, forcing him to migrate again, which I think is pretty funny. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, press subscribe, leave a comment. See you guys next time.